Hello, today I'm going to do the human design chart of Taylor Swift, and I'm so excited about this as a folio projector. I have been waiting for an opportunity to do it, and then yesterday, of course, on the 12th, 12/12, she's released her 12th album, Life of a Showgirl. I am wearing my green dress and a little bit of orange in my earrings to honour this beautiful new era. So I would love, love, love to share Taylor Swift's human design chart with you. Just as an introduction to human design, if you've just come across this because you're interested in Taylor Swift, well, human design, imagine that Myers-Briggs and astrology became lovers and had a love child. That is human design. It's a blueprint of your aura. It shows you how you manage your energy. It shows you how to create success, how you are a leader. It shows you how to build relationships with other people. And for me, as a human design business mentor, that is crucial because we all know human design is all about business. So there will be lots of different avenues that you'll be coming into this video. Some of you will be watching this because you love Taylor Swift or you're intrigued by her, you want to find out more about her. Some of you will be watching this because you are a projector in business and you want to find out more about your projectorness. And of course, when we learn about others, the more we kind of learn about, the different human design types, the more we can relate to it ourselves with our own human design chart here. I'm putting in a caveat, as I always do. I love Taylor Swift, but I don't know her. I don't know her personally. I wouldn't call myself a Swiftie, even though I am a little bit obsessed with the relationship that she's having with Travis. And also, can I just say, the glow up that he's had since he's been with her. This is no coincidence, by the way, because it's completely in her human design. So I don't profess to know her. I don't profess to have met her. But what I can do is I can look at her human design and I can give some insights through the lens of human design. And that's what I'm going to do for you now. I'm very excited to share this with you. So this is Taylor Swift's human design. She is a 5/1 splenic energy projector. So I'm going to go through different things in this video. I'm not going to keep it majorly long, but I want to give you lots of information and really for you to use it as a resource, for you to really take it away and sort of understand yourself a little bit more in business if you are in fact a projector. If this is your first introduction to human design, you want to know what your design is, then you can go over to my website, abigailrebecca.com. I'll put the link below. There's a link at the top where it says look at your profile or human design profile. Chart, I think it says, and then you can go and look that up yourself for free. You just need to put your birth details in and it will give you your human design. And if you are actually a projector, then there's lots of resources that I have either here on my YouTube channel or on my website where you can go and find out more about being a projector and also creating success as a projector, because that is the highest frequency of being a projector. And my biggest joy in life is seeing fellow projectors who have created success in their lives and seeing them glow, because as a projector, Taylor Swift is designed to be successful. Higher vibration of success, lower vibration of bitterness. So let's talk about being a projector first of all. Projectors make up 20% of the population. They are one of the 5 different human design types, and projectors are not allowed, they are allowed. Projectors are not designed to work hard. They are designed to use short bursts of energy. There's not really a lot of energy going on there, self-sourced energy. To be honest with you, what we do as projectors is we bring in the sacral energy of sacral beings around us. So they're generators, manifesting generators, and we use that energy and amplify that energy. But actually we have there are some energy resources that we could have, and Taylor definitely has those because she has her root defined and she has her heart defined. Okay, so I realize that I'm pressing my cursor here and you can't actually see my cursor. So there are two centers within her human design. So there is a little tiny triangle that is colored in on her chart. Her chart is on the left hand side, and then there is a square down at the bottom, right down at the bottom, that is also colored in. That is her root. The triangle is a heart. They are both motor centers, which means that she can draw energy from them, but the energy is not as sustainable as if it was her sacral, which is the other big square that is on this chart above her root that is not coloured in. And the reason that that's not coloured in means that it's not defined, which means that she is a non-sacral being. Okay, well, what does that mean? Well, first of all, it means that as a projector, she needs to take plenty of rest. She is not designed to work hard. She's not designed to be the worker. She's designed to be the guide. Now, this is really interesting when I watch people or listen to people comment about Taylor Swift and her design. When they find out that she's a projector, they're quite shocked, because obviously on the in the grand scheme of things, she is, a recording artist. She does lots and lots of tours. She released multiple albums. You would think that that girl works very, very hard. You probably think she was a manifesting generator because she's juggling all of the things. No, but actually, isn't that a conception that we can often have, because we do very often tie in attribute success to hard work? Like, so she's created success, so she must work hard. And then we look for reasons to back up our claims. Oh yes, look, she's doing lots of touring, or look, she's recording another album, she's out and about. But actually, I beg to differ, because I think she's really good at working in short bursts. She will give it her all, lots of energy. There's lots of other performers that do this who are also projectors. Mick Jagger is a really famous one, right? So he'll look at him on stage. He gives it his all. But then what happens when they come off stage? What happens when she comes off stage? I would think that she goes for a rest, that she takes those rests, and she's not working like a generator and manifesting generator, and then wearing herself out and then going to sleep and waking up the next day. So she is working, believe you me, she would not be able to sustain herself. She's not burning out. She doesn't look like someone who is burning herself out. So she is obviously working in short bursts, and she can do that because she's an energy projector as well. So she has this defined root center and heart center where she can draw in her energy. The root energy comes from stress, and it comes from putting that pressure on herself. So she'll be putting a lot of pressure on herself to go out there and do the things. And also her heart center is ego, willpower. So she has incredible willpower. And when people are around her, they will also have will. So when people are around her, they will be able to do all the things and believe that they can do all the things. She's very good at awakening success in others. So listen, if you're ever lucky enough to hang out with Taylor Swift in sustained periods of time, you by default will be very successful. There are parts of her human design where she is actually designed to do that I'm going to take you through in a minute. So she needs to rest. She needs to be very mindful of her divine heart. If I was doing a reading with her, I would say to her, just be careful with your divine heart, because that is small but mighty. And the heart actually runs the show. It's the ego. Okay, so it's the ego. I need to work hard. I need to go out there. I need to get the things done in order to look good. Okay, but actually as a projector, she is not designed to do that. Her inner authority is splenic. Human design teaches us to drop out of the head and into the body and make decisions with the body. And she makes decisions in her spleen, which is the center, that is the triangle on the left-hand side that is colored in, that is defined. And that means that she has this splenic hit. So it'll be very much in the moment, her decisions. But one of the reasons that she needs to kind of have those rest periods and that quietness around her from the busyness is so that she can listen to the spleen. She can listen to that, really understand her body and the splenic hits in order to make mistakes. She needs to be invited into things. Projectors, we are not designed to initiate. We are not designed to go out there and get things done, to make things happen. And again, this can seem very contradictory. Is that a word? This can seem quite a contradiction when you think about what she does. But listen, I'm not a Swiftie, but there is a line in her song Mastermind. What if I told you none of it was accidental? It was all my design because I'm the mastermind. I freaking love that line in her song because she's basically saying what it is. She's saying what's happening here. She's very, very good at orchestrating situations. She's very good at getting her own way. And look, when I say that, Swifties do not come for me because, again, this is something that can be misconstrued. When I talk about a woman getting her own way, this is not said in a negative way. This is said in an empowered way. What an incredible thing to be able to do. As a woman, get your own way, make things happen, orchestrate the invitations. Please do not put negative connotations on, this perception of little girls who can't get their own way, so therefore they throw a hissy fit until they get their own way. This is an empowered woman who knows what she wants. She is a leader. She runs a billion-dollar empire. How amazing is she? She orchestrates situations in order to get her own way. And I was so impressed by this. Actually, I've got an online program called The Invitation, and it's teaching you how to orchestrate the invitations as a projector. And I was inspired by Taylor Swift. Okay, I worked with somebody called Rachel West, who I'm going to share this video with. She's awesome. She really helped me with my marketing for a long time, and we had a call where we were literally going through the lyrics of that song and like, oh my God, she's such a projector. This is what she does. And I was like, this is what I teach. So I have this online program that basically teaches you how to orchestrate the invitation, and that is what she does very, very well. I'll put the link for you in the comments below so you can go and take a look, and you can actually see Taylor on the sales page of that and the line from the song because she's so, so good at this. So she knows how to get her own way. In fact, she has the left angle cross of confrontation within her human design. So see her incarnation cross. So if you look on the right hand side of her chart, you'll see that it says incarnation cross, left angle cross of confrontation. That is a leadership role, and that is a leadership role that drives change. What she does, the incarnation cross, is like her broader purpose. It's why she's here. It's why she has come to this earth, and it's the role that she plays in her life. Regardless of whether she's a billion-dollar pop star, or whether she's a nurse or a doctor or an astronaut or a cleaner or a teacher, this is the role that she is meant to play in life. And it's a leadership role. And she's here to teach others how things should be done. And what she does is she is able to change any limiting circumstances around herself and others in order for herself and others to be able to be the best that they actually can. And very often she can play on others' emotions to get her needs met. So basically, she knows how to get her own way. And again, please, this is a very, very positive thing for us to have as women. We need to learn how to get our own way. As business women, we need to learn how to get our own way for ourselves and for others, for ourselves and for our clients, for ourselves and our community. This does not mean that you have to trample on other people to be able to do that, although you might be thinking, well, actually, this is what's happened. You know, she's been spurned by lovers and had bad relationship breakups and has written albums about it and, you know, had very public fallouts with other pop stars. Well, I don't know her. I don't know the situations. I'm not here to judge her. But what I'm saying is, first of all, how amazing is that? A very clever marketing campaign, a very clever way to run your business. But actually, she, you know, I think she's got the best intentions for herself and everyone around her. I truly believe that. You know, when I really feel into her aura, I think she's a good one. And I think she's out there leading the way. I think she's amazing. She also has her channel 28 channel of struggle 28 to 38. Okay, so that is one of the channels that leads from her root center to her spleen. She obviously, that's her defined spleen, which is her inner authority. The channel of struggle is a stubborn determination to get her own way. Her whole chart is about getting her own way. And she needs to get her own way. Look what she has carved out for her in the industry. Look how many people actually are against her that don't like her. She's a projector. She's not meant to be liked by everyone. But the people that really love her and the people that really like her invite her into things. There are two other channels that I just wanted to point out to you. She also has the channel of judgment, which is perfectionist. Being a perfectionist, she finds faults in herself and others. She doesn't find fault in herself and others just to moan and to judge. There is a reason for it. She does it so she can perfect it. Don't you think she's a perfectionist? The way that she does things, I just think she's an amazing honestly, if you're running a business, go and see how Taylor Swift runs her brand. Really go and look at her personal brand. And look at what happened yesterday when she announced her album. I mean, I think the New Heights podcast is coming out today. So there'll be lots of stuff on there. But just look at what she does, okay? I went onto social media yesterday. I Googled Taylor Swift. There was just freaking orange sparkles everywhere on Google. Orange sparkles, fireworks going off, okay? Was it Empire State's Building, I think, went orange? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure that it did. I went onto TikTok yesterday and Instagram. There were so many brands that were on the bandwagon, like being orange. Like, it is just amazing what she does, how she markets her brand, how she holds herself. And I've already mentioned before, but the glow up that people have when they're around her. I mean, have you seen, what is it? What magazine is Travis Kelce on the front of? I can't remember. It's escaped me. It's obviously it's a very well known, like, oh my goodness. Anyway, he's on the front. He's doing like this brand shoot, like in a swamp with like fake fur jacket and hat on. It's just amazing. I just love it. What a power couple. I really love it. Okay, let's talk about her 5-1 profile. Oh, the other channel, 4426, channel of surrender. She's got 3 channels. She's got the channel of struggle. She's got the channel of judgment. She's also got the channel of surrender. Knowing her audience. Again, this is what makes her such a great marketer. Go and check out her marketing strategy, everyone. The channel of surrender, knowing her audience and matching a product to it. She knows her audience. She can play her audience like a fiddle. And again, this is all positive stuff, right? About her as an empowered businesswoman. Oh my goodness. She knows how to have fun and play games with her audience. And I don't mean like in a way that is negative, it's purely positive. Her audience love it. They're looking for these clues, they're looking for these Easter eggs. Is that what you call it? Easter eggs everywhere, right? And looking for the clues. And when you go and look at the album that she's bringing out and the colors on it, and then look at all the clues that she's planted along the way, it's just marketing and branding genius. Okay, let's talk about her 5-1 profile. For those of you who have followed me for a while, you will know that I'm a bit of a fangirl of profile 5-1. In fact, why I'm such a 5-1 fangirl video is one of my most watched videos, because I just love the 5-1 profile. So if you have a 5-1 profile like Taylor Swift, I'm sure that you can relate to this. The 5-1 profile is all about being projected on. People see you as the savior. People see you as like the person that can like solve all the problems. Okay, so they go to you for the solutions, they go to you for your leadership, but they project on you. So Taylor Swift has double projection. She's a projector and she's also a 5-1 profile. So she has that double projection. I have to be careful how I say that. She has double projection. So people form an opinion of her, and when they don't live up to, when she doesn't live up to their expectations, she falls from grace very quickly. They put her on a pedestal, they burn her at the stake. We have seen this played out in her career very, very dramatically, actually, when she massively fell from grace, and there was a huge, very, very cruel, can I just say, campaign against her, which must have just been horrible. And she would have felt the pain that many 5-1 profiles always share with me, the things that they've been through. And that's why many 5-1s come and work with me, because they've been burnt at the stake and they find it very difficult to go out there again, because they don't want it to happen again. What did she do? She did whatever she needed to do to heal, and she came back and she wrote a freaking album about it and called out all the mean girls and mean boys on the album. And I love that about her. So she came back and she really made it her own. She's put in those boundaries. She's grown up. I felt that that was her like rite of passage. She became someone who was stronger, who was more empowered. She became more of a leader, and she put those boundaries around her. And she was like, this is who I am. You either love me or you hate me. And she's got these raving fans that obviously make her money. They buy tickets to her shows, and they buy merch and they promote her. And you know, like, she's got an amazing brand and amazing marketing, but other people promote her like how amazing is that? She's fantastic. So she can get invited into things through the power of community. So she's a 5-1. She obviously does her research. That's why she's so clever with her marketing and planting all the little seeds. This is all planned way in advance. And look, isn't it, why is it a surprise to everyone? She tells us what she's doing. She's been on talk shows before where she's like, you know what if I plan things 4 years out? What's that going to look like? It's just so clever. Okay, the final thing that I wanted to talk to you about human Taylor Swift's human design is the fact that she is markets, in environment is markets. This is down at the bottom of her chart on the right hand side, environment, markets. Our environments in human design is something that is very often overlooked, and I love it, because when we are in the environments that are right for us, it means that we're really lit up, that we get our opportunities, that we're able to manifest more easily. And as projectors, these are the environments where we get invited into things. And her environment is market, so this is about really hanging out in a vibrant and bustling places. Like if you think about what happens when you go to a market, you go to a market with an intention to exchange things, right? You're exchanging money for goods. So this is what she does anyway. She's in market, she's selling, she's marketing herself, she's making money, she's selling products and services. But very much like a market person is very good at going with the flow and adapting to different circumstances and situations. And when I think about her as markets, hang on a minute, I'm just going to bring my little sausage dog up. Roots, wait there a minute. Rudy's coming to join us. Rudy's also a projector. Okay. When I think about her shows, that is markets. Okay, she's in a hustling, bustling environment. She's getting that wonderful adoration as a projector. It's like, see me, notice me, value me. She's getting all that value. She is bringing that in. You can see her like, I think she's amazing on stage, because she's got that projector glow up, because everyone's like adores her, and she's in her market's environment and she's adapting. I mean, it's a live show, things go wrong. You know, I've done live shows before, things go wrong. You need to learn how to adapt, you need to learn to go with the flow, and she does it. Now, whether those glitches are orchestrated or not is a different matter, because I do know that she puts those glitches in to act as little signs and signals and little hints to have fun with her clients. I'm thinking as a business coach, with her audience and her fans. But actually, it's a well demonstrated thing anyway. You know, I used to work with. Let me just tell you a quick story before we go. Where are we? 26 minutes. We are in. I'm going to finish at 30. I promise. I used to live with drag queens. Okay, I used to live with 3 drag queens. And so you can imagine what that was like. I really know how to contour my boobs, by the way. And so I used to go and watch their shows. And one of the shows that I used to watch, they purposely put a mistake in there. So what they used to do is they were doing like this, I can't remember what it was, but this song, it might have been Dolly Parton. No, it wasn't Dolly. Anyway, they did this song and they put balloons in for their boobs. Okay, so they were like doing this comedy act, song, singing along, boobs, and then one of them accidentally popped the other's boobs. And then the other one was like, oh my God, like made this whole thing about it was a mistake. And oh my God, like it's a mistake. The audience freaking loved it because the audience love a mistake. But actually it was all orchestrated. And this happens a lot in shows. If you go to a show and you see a mistake, you know, look at it. Is it a mistake or is it something that's been orchestrated? So she obviously does this, which is very, very clever, because everyone loves a mistake, because we all make mistakes. We're all like human. We all make mistakes. So we want to, you know, if someone looks perfect on a stage, how can we actually relate to them? So I know what I'll do. I'll take myself off the pedestal and then I can connect. That's something that I teach my clients all the time when they're public speaking. But also it's a live show. So of course there's going to be mistakes. So potentially there will be things that go wrong in live shows and she rolls with it. That's what she does. And that's what's so amazing about her markets environment. So a little bit of a snapshot and insight into Taylor Swift's human design. If you would like your own human design reading, I will put the link at the bottom. I do them. I love to do them. So you can go visit my website. You can book that with me. And if you are a projector and you want to go and look at the course that has been inspired by Ms. Taylor Swift herself, then I will also put the link down at the bottom for the invitation, which is an online self-paced course all about how to orchestrate the invitations so that you can create success as a human design projector. I hope you enjoyed it today and had fun. I love doing these. I'd love to know down at the bottom whose design you would like me to do. Give some suggestions. I've done projectors so far. but I'd like to do some other human design types. Rudy, I think he's going to have a little sleep on my knee this morning when I'm on calls with clients. Have an amazing day, everyone, and I will see you soon.